Hi friends, thanks for joining me today. Today I have a special layout for you. I am taking part in the Summer Scrapping 2020 event with Audrey Yeager, and here's the layout that I created for that. And so I decided to scrapbook a photo of me and my hubby. Um, we just had a day trip and I snapped this quick picture and I love it and I want to document it. So the collection that I'm using is Cocoa Vanilla Studio Happiness. And if you've been following me for a little while, you know that I used to design for Cocoa Vanilla Studio, and I absolutely love their products to this day. And I'm still buying. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying I'm still buying. And so the collection is full of like florals and this beautiful like navy blue and navy blue accents, and so this is what I went with. The cut file that you see me there backing with dimensional foam was created by myself. I just offset it and then cut it in white cardstock, and then cut the centerpieces with some of the pattern paper from the collection. And so you saw me add some dimensional there on the back. That's because I want it lifted off the page. And I'm not leaving too much room on the sides of the photographs and the cut file. I want to kind of just go straight across. And I have two photos. I couldn't decide what photo I wanted to print, whether it be in color or in black and white. So ultimately I decided to use both. um, but only the black and white one will be really featured. The other one, the color one, is kind of hiding behind the, not kind of, it is hiding behind the black and white photo. And so, you know, sometimes I do that. I have both photos. Why not use them both? It's a shame that it just kind of sits in the box. I'd rather use it than just have it sit in a box with all my old photos, or photos that I've printed and not used, or changed my mind, or changed the coloring of it. So I do that a lot. And so, like I said, I'd rather use it. I'm just backing it now with, I'm backing the photos with some of the paper from the collection. I'm using that pink. That pink is so pretty. It's like the perfect bubblegum pink. And it's also the pattern paper that I decided to fill the heart with. And so I'm just kind of, you know, haphazardly matting the photo. I don't really have any rhyme or reason to backing my photographs. I just kind of do it. And it is what it is. It turns out the way it turns out. And, you know, I don't make a big deal out of it. I really do like a lot of layers. And so, you know, I add the stuff that I like. So I decided at this point here that I'm also going to pop the photograph on dimensionals as well, but only in the bottom left-hand corner, because the top is already supported by the cut file that already has the dimensional foam on the back. I also want to use these die cut titles, and here I'm looking on the back to see, you know, what kind of like phrase I could add, like just a little something something, but I decide not to. So I put all those lovely pieces of, you know, phrase pieces away. And so I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a thing with ephemera. Because I embellish heavily on my layouts. I'm not like a simple kind of girl where you stick one butterfly and poof, done, and your layout looks amazing. I always feel like I need to add all the butterflies and all the pieces and all the elements. It's just me. But yeah, so when I buy ephemera, I at a minimum buy 2 packages of ephemera. And so I have a lot. When it's collections I love, 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 and I know I'll get a lot of use out of, I buy more than 2. It is what it is, people. So now going through the ephemera package. These are actually called die cut ephemera, and I'm going to pick the bits and pieces. I'm going to put the florals off to the side there, you see in the right hand corner of the screen, because I plan on creating a cluster. I just don't know exactly where I'm going to put it yet. So right now I'm just still working on my layering, and there are some tickets and doodads and bits and pieces in the ephemera pack that I thought were perfect, like those tickets. I was going to use that tag, and then I thought, nah, it's too much already. Let's just go into the layering of the florals, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm also being pretty careful not to add the same shade of pink that's in the florals. Let's start over again. I'm also being mindful of not adding the same shade of pink that I used for the background of the heart. And so I'm choosing shades that are just slightly different. It's hard to tell. Sorry, my phone is going off here. It's hard to tell in the video, but in real life and possibly in the photos as well, you can tell that they are different. And so it's just something I wanted to create extra not dimension, but extra depth and not adding the same color. I also want to make sure that nothing gets lost. So I am adding a little bit more contrast with that blue. I love that like tealy kind of muted blue. And it's probably my favorite color in the collection. And so I want to make sure that I have that color in there as well. The bottom left-hand corner just consists of those really pretty dainty looking daisy flowers. Maybe they're daisies, I'm not sure. Maybe not. They're just pretty, so that's what I go with down there. I also decided that I'm going to use flare buttons. So when I do use flare buttons, I 99.999% of the time create a little nest with some thread. And that's what I'm doing here. Now I'm going to go in and pick the flare button that I like. And I believe this flare button says loving every second. Loving every second. Yeah, that's what it says. Now I'm also going to create another little nest of, well, more of a little bunch of thread to tuck behind my cut file. And so it's just going to add a bit more dimension. It's just going to add a bit more texture to my layout. I really like doing that. I just use some hot glue in the back to secure it down. Wherever it hardens, it hardens. And I know that the thread will not slip out. You can probably hear my daughter singing all the way upstairs. She's so loud. She totally is my daughter. She's singing at the top of her lungs. It's hilarious. So I'm sorry if she's distracting. I'm also taking these butterflies, which I love from the collection. And I'm just going to scatter them around the page. I'm not going crazy, just I think 3 I add. And these tiny words, are my absolute fave. And I love that Zoe always adds tiny words in the collections. It really helps me. I'm one to not journal on my pages. And when I have sentiments like this, I can just kind of give a little bit of sentiment without actually having to write on the layout. So I put, there's a little banner flag that says my happiness. And then underneath that, I put happy little moments. And now here, that other little sticker says making memories. This day was fun. We went to, I think this was the day that we went to see one of the waterfalls. That's, wow, I really can't talk today. Waterfalls that's like 2 hours away from here. It took us like 4 hours to get there. We had to stop 27 times because kids had to pee, and because of COVID, we could not find bathrooms. And so I'll spare you the details, but it was a fun ride. Luckily, on the way back, they both fell asleep, so not so bad on the way back. So I'm just continuing on this layout, adding some bits and pieces. I love those little hearts that are also included in the layout. Now here I have to clean up. I don't know if anybody is like me, but I need to clean as I go along. I can't make a mess on my desk. I can't function that way. It is what it is. I'm taking some Heidi Shine here in the gold and kind of sprinkling some love. And that is it. That's my entire layout. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I hope you guys will hop along with us. It's not really a hop. It's just a series, really. I will leave a link to Audrey's channel, and you could check out her videos as well. There are a ton of people taking part in this, and I urge you to go and have a look. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. I hope you guys are happy and safe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, my loves. We'll see you soon. Bye.